Dina. Thank you so much for being here. On this episode of the Rainbow Shadow series, we're going to be dipping in to a blue eyeshadow. So if you're interested in seeing a blue eyeshadow tutorial, then I will see you back in a sec. Alright, if you are new to my channel, we are going to start off with our eyeshadow primer. My favorite eyeshadow primer is the Shop Miss A primer. You are going to use a synthetic brush and apply it from your lower lash line all the way up underneath your eyebrow, and you want to wait for it to dry. Now once your eyeshadow primer is dry, now you're going to go ahead and dip into your personal eyeshadow palette. And again, if you are new to my channel, I help you pick out your personal basic eyeshadow shades in my eyeshadow tutorial video. So please refer back to that video and then come on back to this blue eyeshadow tutorial so that way we can achieve the same look. Now, I'm going to be using my really big fluffy eyeshadow blending brush, and I also linked for you down below all the brushes that I am using. All of these brushes are under $8, so very, very inexpensive. They are from e.l.f. So now that your eyeshadow primer is dry, you're going to take that flat white base color and you're going to place it all the way from your lower lashes up underneath your eyebrow. Perfect, and once you're done applying that flat white shade all over your eyelid, now we're going to move on to our crease. So I'm going to dip into my personal flesh tone crease color. I'm not going to jump into anything too dark because I want overall my crease in my eye to be a really blended eye look. So for that reason, I'm going to go into this really soft neutral color, and then I'm going to gradually start enhancing it and making it a little bit darker and richer with warmer colors. So first I'm going to start off with this flat flesh tone color, and all of the shades that I am using are matte. So I'm just going to take this back and forth into my crease, and I'm really going to make sure that everything is blended and softened before I move on to the next eye. So you could see how this color isn't really chocolatey, it doesn't really have a lot of red to it. I could literally just get away with something like this in the daytime if I wanted something a little bit more natural. So it's a very soft color. Usually a flesh tone crease color has a pink undertone or a peach undertone depending on your skin type, but I do help you pick one out, like I said, in my eyeshadow tutorial video. So just go back and forth on the crease, really make sure that there's no harsh lines, everything is really seamless and really blended. And that's another reason why I really love this big fluffy blending brush. It kind of does all the work for you because it's not dense and concentrated. Perfect. So once you're done applying your natural crease color, now we're going to enhance it a little bit. So just taking that same brush. Now if you don't have multiple brushes, Shop Miss A has this in-between brush cleaner where you can take your brush and apply it on this dry sponge, and it does clean the brush off for you. So very convenient if you don't have access to multiple brushes. So I highly recommend this. Very, very easy and convenient. Okay, so now we're going to enhance our crease just a little bit, and by doing that I'm going to dip into this bronzy brown color. So just a basic bronzy brown. So I'm just going to take this bronzy color and place it right on top of my flesh tone crease color, just so that way I'm starting to gradually enhance the crease. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Be sure to really tap off the excess eyeshadow so that way you don't have any fallout on your face. Be sure to take the extra time to really make sure that everything is soft and blended. Great. Now once you're done applying the two crease colors, now we're going to blend the colors. So for this step you're going to need a clean eyeshadow brush. So have a separate eyeshadow brush that you use specifically for blending. Take that clean eyeshadow brush and just use the tip of the brush just to soften all the colors together. It's very, very important that you do blend colors step by step. If you wait until the very end, once we're done adding all the neutrals and the blues, then you can risk mixing all those colors together. So just to avoid mixing the blues with the brown, I recommend blending everything right after the application. Perfect. Now once you're done blending that side, wipe off your brush before you move on to the next eye, just so that way you don't transfer any pigment from this eye over to this eye. Great, now once you're done softening and blending, now we're gonna move on to the lower lash line. So it's very important that you do put a little bit of color at your lower lash line. If you just leave eyeshadow right at the top part of your eyes, it could make the top, just overall your eye makeup look very heavy. So now I'm gonna show you how I like to add a little bit of eyeshadow underneath my eyes. For this specific step, just stay away from any eyeshadow that does have any red pigment, for example, like this color right over here. It can overall make your eyes look red. So for that reason, we're gonna dip into this really cool brown color. So I'm going to take this cool brown color, and for this step you're going to need a handheld mirror. So go ahead and grab your handheld mirror. Be sure to tap off the excess so that way you don't get any of that eyeshadow into your eye. Hold the mirror up really, really high. If you're comfortable, you can look up. If you do look up, you do overall get really, really close to your lashes. If you don't feel comfortable, just hold the mirror up really, really high. Perfect. So now that I'm done applying that shade, you can overall see how it really does connect the lower lash line to the top lash line. So it just makes your overall eyeshadow not look as harsh and as heavy. It kind of makes it look more subtle. So now I'm going to take that same cool brown and do the same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to take it right up underneath my eyelashes. Okay, so once you're done applying the cool brown eyeshadow underneath your lashes, now take your clean blending brush and soften the work that you just did, just so that way you don't see any harsh lines of where the eyeshadow meets your makeup. Now once we're done applying that color, now I'm just going to enhance the color just a little bit. So now I'm going to dip into this really beautiful reddish brown color, so this color right over here. And I'm going to coat both sides of my medium-sized blending brush, so not the really big fluffy one. I'm moving on to a smaller brush. And I'm going to take this eyeshadow and I'm going to place it right at the outside corner of my eye. So I'm just going to place it right at the outside corner. I'm going to dip just a little bit more. Perfect. So I'm just going to enhance my crease and everything ever so gently, just so that way we don't have a harsh transition of colors. So you do want to add color gradually, so that way overall everything just looks really soft and really blended. So I'm just taking that and applying it at the outside corner, and then whatever is left over on my brush, you can take that and sweep that into the crease, but don't go all the way to the inside corner, just leave it right here at the halfway point. Now once you're done applying that color, take your blending brush and just soften all the work that you just did, just so that way there is, again, no harsh lines and everything is really soft and really blended. So you can overall see how it just makes it look like this really even color wash on your eye, and also too it looks like an airbrush eyeshadow, just very soft and really blended. So now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side with that same reddish brown eyeshadow. I'm just going to place it right at the outside corner of my eye. Perfect. Once you're done adding that rich brown color, now I want you to go back to your lower lash line. So go ahead and take your really small blending brush. And for this step, we're going to dip into that same bronzy color, so the color that we used up on the crease. So I just want to make my lower lash line just look a little bit smokier. So I started off with that base color, adding the cool tone brown. Now I'm going to take this really rich bronzy brown and I'm going to place that right up underneath my eyelashes. Perfect. Now once you're done applying that really rich, warm, bronzy brown, go ahead and take your blending brush and just soften the work that you just did. Okay, so now that we're done applying all of our basic colors, now I'm going to show you the eyeshadow palette that inspired me to do the Rainbow Shadow series. So I purchased this palette off Amazon for only $20, so very, very inexpensive. It comes with 2 different sets of colors, so I'm going to go ahead and show you this first one right over here. So you can see how it just has this really gorgeous selection of shades, and it also has matte shades and shimmery shades. So here is the first pan, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you the second pan. So just overall a really gorgeous selection of colors. But since we are doing a blue eyeshadow look today, I'm going to kind of bounce between both sets. So as you can see, we have a really gorgeous selections of blue over here, and then we also have some over here. So I will show you each color before I dip into it. So starting off with this eyeshadow look, so my inspo for this look is going to be a galaxy vibe. So I kind of want it to have like teals, really rich blues, and also some purples. So starting off, I'm going to start off with this blue right over here. So this is going to be in the pan that has a little bit more of pinks in it. So I'm going to start with this very, very first electric like blue color right over here. So you can see it's not your traditional blue, it's kind of a little bit more electric. So I'm going to take my medium-sized blending brush. Now be sure to tap off the excess just so that way you don't have any fallout on your eye. So really, really be sure to tap off the excess pigment. Once you're done tapping off the excess pigment, now we're going to place this color right at the inside corner of our eye. So I'm not placing it on the tear duct, I'm just placing it right at the inside corner of my eye. So I was shopping at Target last night and I saw this Galaxy shirt in like the toddler section. I was like, I wish they had this for adults, it's so sick. It was like this sweatshirt that had these turquoise blues and purples. It was just so gorgeous. It was like a Galaxy sweatshirt that was so cool. So yeah, that kind of was my inspo for this look. I was like, those colors and an eyeshadow would be so pretty. So I cannot wait to see the final result of this eyeshadow look. I think it's going to be so sick and so pretty. Okay, once you're done applying that intense blue, now we're going to move on to the shade that's right next to it using the same brush that is cleaned off. So I'm going to dip into this color, coating both sides of the brush, and I'm going to tap off the excess pigment, and I'm going to take this rich blue color and I'm going to place it right at the center of my eye. So that turquoise blue is going to start fading into this really beautiful classic blue. Perfect. Once you're done adding that second blue color, now grab your blending brush and just use the tip of the blending brush to soften the two colors that we just applied. Once you're done, wipe off your brush just one more time and go back into the same eye and just soften it one more time. So be sure to soften each eye at least twice. Now before moving on to the next eye, I am wiping off the brush just so that way I don't transfer any more pigment. So I'm just going to take the tip of the brush and blend these two colors together. Great, now once you're done softening and blending, be sure to clean off your brush completely. So I'm cleaning off the medium-sized blending brush, and now I'm going to start dipping into a purple shade. So I'm going to show you right over here how we have this really beautiful, almost bluish purple, so nothing quite purple just yet. It's kind of like a lilac color that has a hint of blue. So I'm just going to coat both sides of my brush with that really pretty color. I do want to swatch it for you because I just want to show you the true value of this color. Look at how stunning this color is. Just a stunning color. So I'm going to tap off the excess. And I'm going to place this color right in my crease. So I'm going to take it right over here. So I'm not going to do it all the way in my crease, just right at the outside corner of my crease. So I'm focusing it right on the crease. I'm not taking it to my lid. As you can see, I just kind of want to slowly start bringing that turquoise blue eyeshadow and start fading it into this blue purple eyeshadow. So overall it will be the end result of this galaxy look on my eye. Great, now once I'm done applying that, I'm going to take my blending brush. I'm going to double check and make sure that my blending brush is clean either on a tissue or on your hand, and just soften that blue purple color with the turquoise colors. Great, now I'm going to apply the same color on the other side. Be sure to tap off the excess, and then we're placing this color just right on the crease, but right at the outside corner on the crease. So we're not taking it all the way to the inside corner. So now I'm blending it with my blending brush, and then I'm wiping the excess on my arm. Wipe the excess on your tissue if you want. Being a makeup artist for 8 years, I'm so used to taking stuff on my arm. It's just second nature, but you guys definitely don't have to do that. I used to leave work with like lipstick and lip liner and eyeliner all over. Great, so once you're done applying that really beautiful purple blue color, now I want to start adding some actual purple. So I'm going to use that same brush, the medium-sized blending brush. Since I do have a lot of color on this, I'm going to go ahead and flip it so that way I do have a clean side. So that's another thing that's really cool about this $1 in between brush cleaner. Shout out to Shop Miss A. Huge fan, huge fan. Okay, so now we're going to start dipping into purple. So I'm going to move on to the color right beneath it, so a really intense, rich purple. I'm going to coat both sides of my brush. So I'm going to take that really pretty purple color. So it's a super intense purple color. And I'm going to place this color right here, right at the outside corner of my eye. So right on top of it, we have this blue purple, and then it actually starts to fade down to a really vibrant, almost violet purple. So still sticking and enhancing that galaxy theme. Alright, so now I'm going to take that same purple and apply it on the other side. So I'm just taking it right on the lower lash line. Flip your brush just to make sure that all the pigment is off the brush. You guys, I am absolutely obsessed with this galaxy eye. I think it looks so beautiful, and it honestly looks exactly like that sweatshirt that I saw last night. So thank you, Target, for the inspo. And if you guys want to make it in an adult size, I will definitely buy it. I love it. I love it. I think it's so cool, so fun, and so different. Okay, so now I'm going to clean off my blending brush. And now I'm going to soften the actual purple with the blue purple that we just did. You see how, you guys, when I'm blending everything step by step, how it does soften all the eyeshadow, but we're not mixing anything together? So that is the key to making your eyeshadow look professionally blended, is by softening everything step by step. Great, so once I'm done adding all my color to the top part of my eye, now I'm going to add some shine. Now, adding some shine, I do want to stick with something that's a little bit more blue. So I'm just going to take it on my ring finger. Be sure to use your ring finger. Your ring finger does apply the least amount of pressure. We do want it to be a sheer application. We don't want it to be very dense. If you did use a brush, you could overall see how it can erase the work. So just be sure to use your finger. So I'm just going to dip my finger back in one more time, and I'm going to take this shiny blue color and I'm going to place it right at the center of my eye. So I'm just going to do tapping motions. I'm not going to do swiping motions because I don't want to erase, again, any of the color. I just want to enhance that reflective blue. So I'm just going to take it right over here, and you can see how it's really starting to enhance that electric blue right in the center focus of my eye. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Great, now once you're done applying that shiny blue, you can overall see how it does tie the look together, and it overall just really does enhance the center focus of our eye and just makes the look more electric and more vibrant. So now once we're done adding color and doing everything to the top part of our eyes, now we're going to move on to our lower lash line. So for the lower lash line, go ahead and take your really small brush. Be sure there's nothing on the brush, so just clean it off one time. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to use the purple color that we did. So this purple color that's right over here, the one that we did on the top part of our lashes, I'm going to coat both sides of my small blending brush. And I'm going just to make sure that there's nothing, no extra pigment, because when dealing with the lower lash line, remember, any extra pigment could go in your eye. So just take that purple color and place it right over here, so right at the outside corner of our eye, and just place a little bit of color, and then take your blending brush and then just soften that purple ever so gently, just so that way it is a cohesive eyeshadow that blends to the top part of our eye. So now I'm going to take that same electric purple and do the same thing on this side. Great, and now I'm going to take my blending brush, wipe it off so that way we don't transfer any more purple over here. And now we're done adding color to the bottom part of our lashes. But before we start lining and defining our eyes, now let's add something a little sparkly, something a little fun. Since we are doing a galaxy eye, let's add a little something fun to the inside corner. Now to overall tie this look together and just to keep it in the galaxy theme, I want to do something kind of really bright and sparkly on the inside corner. So I'm going to take this really shiny silver color, and I'm going to use a basic eyeshadow brush. So nothing super loose, nothing super fluffy. I'm just going to take that true silver color, and it's also a reflective silver, so it does have a little bit of a shine to it. And I'm going to take this right at the tear duct. So it's going to be right at the inside corner of the eye. And you can really see how it does just overall really amplify the eyeshadow, and it kind of looks like a little star right in the inside corner. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay, so once we're done adding all the color, now I'm going to teach you how I like to line and define my eyes. So for this step, you're going to need a gel eyeliner brush. I went ahead and linked it for you down below. And for this look, I'm going to use a black gel eyeliner. I want it to be really, really intense and true to its galaxy theme. So since we are doing a nighttime galaxy theme, I am going to use a black eyeliner. So just dip into the gel eyeliner, take the excess off onto the back of your hand. Now for this specific eyeshadow look, I'm not going to take any eyeliner to the top part of my lashes because there is no way we are ruining all this gorgeous work that we just did. So for that reason, we are going to tight line our eyes. Now, if you have any difficulty tight lining your eyes, placing eyeliner right up underneath your eyelashes, I give you some really great helpful tips on my eyeliner and eyelashes video, so you can refer back to that video if you need some help putting eyeliner underneath your lashes. So I'm just going to take this gel eyeliner and place it right up underneath my eyelashes. So this overall just enhances the base of your lashes, and also it's like an invisible eyeliner. So when I look in the camera, you can overall see my lashes, and when I look right over here, you can see how my lashes just don't really show at the base. So overall, it does give you an invisible eyeliner. So now I'm going to do the same thing on my other side. I'm just going to dip back into that gel eyeliner. Whenever dipping into your gel eyeliner, be sure to flip it upside down just so that way it doesn't dry out on you. So don't leave it like this on your counter. It will dry out on you. So just again, take that eyeliner and take it right up underneath your eyelashes. And for this step, go all the way to the inside corner. Great. Perfect. So once you're done tight lining, you can overall see how it really does enhance that top part of your lashes, and it almost looks like we do have a eyeliner at the top part of our eyes, but we're not distracting with this thick liquid line, and you know, all you see is this eyeliner. So we do overall want the main focus to be on our eyeshadow. For that reason, I do recommend tight lining for this specific look. Now we're going to move on to our lower lash line. For our lower lash line, you're going to need your smoky eyeliner brush. Now just dip into whatever's on your hand, because I don't want it to be a harsh line. I want it to be more of a smoky line. So for that reason, we're just going to dip into whatever's left over on the brush. And then hold your mirror up really high, and then just take this gel eyeliner and place it right up in between your eyelashes. And then once I'm done applying the eyeliner, I'm going to take my blending brush just one more time and then just soften everything, just to make sure that the eyeliner is blended with that purple eyeshadow that we did put underneath. So overall, when you do take whatever's left over on the back of your hand with your smoky eyeliner brush, you could see how we do have this gorgeous definition now on our lower lash line, but it's not this really intense black line that we do have on our lower waterline. So overall, just a softer application. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So just go right in between your eyelashes and go all the way to the inside corner. And then once you're done, take your blending brush and then just use the tip of the brush to blend the eyeliner to the purple eyeshadow that we did place at the outside corner of the eye. Great. So once I am done, and once you are done lining and defining your eyes, you can either go ahead and apply mascara. I'm going to apply false lashes, my favorite false lashes from Shop Miss A. So I'm going to do my lashes off camera, and then I'm going to come back and show you the final result of the Rainbow Eyeshadow Series Blue tutorial. So I will be right back. Alright guys, I just got done doing my lashes and mascara off camera, so this is the final look of the Rainbow Shadow Series Blue tutorial. I hope you guys love this galaxy look just as much as I do. I honestly cannot pick a favorite look anymore. They have all been my favorite looks so far, so if you guys have any favorites, be sure to let me know down below in the comment section. But until next time, I will see you on another episode, and I again want to thank you so much for being here. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.